Hello, I'm Fernanda Lima and she's Alexia Zamarripa.
And you're listening to Hearts of Flame.
Today, by popular request from the students at Prepa Nahuac, we're going to talk about 6 topics called
Salvation, a word out of fashion.
Victory over sin,
The longing for infinity.
the economy of salvation.
And finally, redemption.
Let's begin.
The word salvation is barely used anymore, but a popular question is, what does God save us from?
Salvation has 3 realities: victory over sin, overcoming death, and the thirst for infinity.
In the Bible, the word salvation refers to liberation of the people from their sins and its consequences, but also to the entire process of forgiveness.
Answering the question, what does God save us from? God saves us from all possible aspects, especially from sin.
Fer, did you know a study was done with young people that shows only 28.8% believe in sin?
No way! It's because so many people declare themselves immune to this sin and to all others, and even to committing them.
Yes, and aside from that, all Catholic believers assume that everything ends with death, and that more meaningful the life of the deceased, the more painful the farewell.
Alexia, did you know that sometimes people question love so much that when someone dies, they ask themselves, was the love we had just a chemical reaction in the brain that vanished when the person dies?
This is a fairly common phenomenon, because when the person who was their main source of support dies, they think they're alone in this world and that their reason for living is gone.
Juan Luis Ruiz de la Peña posed some vital questions that arise from the presence of death.
First, what's the point of everything if we all die in the end?
Second, if a man dies treated unjustly, how is justice served?
Third, and if justice is not served for him, but what right can I demand mine?
Fourth, how do you restore dignity and freedom to those treated as slaves if they'll no longer exist because death has taken them?
And fifth, the fundamental question posed by death can be formulated as, is every human being an irrevocable or irreversible fact?
In fact, Woody Allen once said, "Someone asked me if my dream was to live on in people's hearts. And I responded, that what I'd really like is to keep living in my apartment. And that's really what I preferred."
Death was defeated by Jesus. The Christian knows that death doesn't have the last word, and that with the resurrection of Jesus, Jesus conquered death.
You know that humans are intermediary beings, placed between life and spirit, and because their home is neither, they are never satisfied.
Yes, Fer, and also for 6 centuries, the Israelites assumed there were many gods, although only one mattered to them, the one who liberated them from Egypt. Finally, between 550 and 530 before Christ, they understood that there is only one God.
And that's where monotheism emerged. This was a great contribution to Judaism, and the first to receive it was Christianity.
God's revelation was completed in the New Testament and showed that God has 3 realities of some sort: Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
In fact, the Christian faith doesn't explain these 3 realities as gods, but as wills.
Saint Ignatius of Loyola, founder of Society of Jesus, said that these 3 wills helped and worked together for the salvation of humanity.
Redemption is attributable to these 3 wills. And with that, we've finished today's topics. We hope you enjoy it.
Once again, she's Fer, I'm Alexia,
and thank you for listening. Until next time.
Bye!